Hello, my crafty friends. It's Marie from Marie's Vermont Creations, and I am sharing with you here digital paper and an ephemera set that was provided to me by Tailor-Made Cards for You. This is the One Lucky Day set. So this hop was sponsored by Tailor-Made Cards for You through the Craft Collabs group on Facebook. So I'm going to show you how I use these papers. So I cut the papers all apart and fussy cut some of the ephemera, and I'm going to take a card panel and use this stripe paper here and adhere it straight down to this card panel. I'm just using some of my tape runner, which is from my stash. I'm going to get that coated all on the back and put all over this panel. And then once I get that one put down, the second piece of pattern paper, I'm going to also put adhesive all over the back of it, but I'm going to adhere it down in just a random offset way in the corner here, and then I will trim off any of the excess just to make that all even. I sometimes struggle with this because I usually like all the straight lines, but sometimes it's fun to shake it up a little bit. So this hop, like I said, is sponsored by Tailor-Made Cards for You. So the next person in the hop is going to be listed in my description box below. So I hope you'll check out, and see what everyone made. So then I took this little ephemera piece and cut it out, and I am going to adhere it to a piece of gold mirror cardstock that I had in my stash just to kind of pop it up, because everything in this collection is very green, so I wanted to separate it a little bit from the pattern paper. So I'm going to take some of my foam squares and give this a little dimension. Put those on the back, and then I'll peel off the backing and adhere that in the bottom right-hand corner of the card. Then I'm going to take, I could have just used wider double-sided tape. I'm not quite sure why, but I originally grabbed my 1/8 inch score tape, thinking I was just going to put one strip down the center of my butterfly that I fussy cut out. I was going to use my scan and cut, but since I did pretty simple images, I was able to fussy cut them out, leaving a little white border around this butterfly. So I'm adding down 3 strips of this 1/8 inch score tape to the center of the butterfly, and I'm going to peel that off because I want to just adhere the center of the butterfly to my card because I want the wings to be lifted up. And so once I get that down, I'm going to take my shimmer pen, and I start by putting it down, and I realize it's not really coming out. And I've learned over the years, don't squeeze it over your project because it will come out fast and make a big blob. So I put it on my glass media mat and just going to spread that all around. Clean that up, and then I will get this adhered down to a white card panel using some of my art glitter glue. But before I do that, I took my gold Sharpie, which isn't new, I've used it a lot, and I am just coloring around the edges of my card base. This is to save me from using all of my mirrored cardstock because I didn't have a piece big enough for this. You could also use, if you own the Delicata gold ink pad, which I do not, I need to invest in it. You could swipe the ink pad around the edges of your paper as well. This just gives the illusion of having a backing piece of paper in gold when in fact you do not. And it also saves on the extra bulk on your card, so this makes it a really good way to send them out in the mail. So I'm just running around it once again, just kind of filling it in to make sure I have a good coating of this gold Sharpie. And Sharpies come in all sorts of colors. I wouldn't recommend doing a lot of heavy dark colors because I think it will show through depending on the paper that you're using for your card base. So I'm just trying that out to make sure that I have enough coverage. And like I said, I'm just going to fill in one little section that was a little bit thin, and then just use my art glitter glue and adhere this entire panel down. And that is going to complete my card base. Complete my card. My goodness. Words are hard. So like I said, I hope you'll check out everyone in this hop. I can't wait to see how they use this collection and came up with different projects. So like I said, the next person is in my description box below. And so if you have any questions about this project, feel free, you can message me. Leave me a comment below of what is your favorite type of digital stamps, or have you used digital stamps? Are they something that you're not familiar with? So let me know down below. And as always, I hope that you have a great day.